The harrowing experience of World War I as seen in All Quiet on the Western Front is about as bleak and brutal of a depiction as any that have been put to screen. While there have been powerful previous adaptations of the enduring 1929 novel by Erich Maria Remarque that similarly showed how there is no heroism or glory to such fighting, there are none that have been quite like this. Alternating between the graphic violence of countless young men being killed one after the other and the cold isolation as the survivors sit around waiting for their turn to die, it is a film bursting with righteous indignation in a way none of the other adaptations have been. All the changes become necessary for this vision to be realized. Those prior works, one in 1930 and a television film in 1979, reflected the cinematic techniques and context of the era while maintaining a similar commitment to capturing the terrifying truth of war. This latest interpretation from writer-director Edward Berger follows much of the same path as the previous story, so in a distinct manner that removes many narrative threads from the source material, while introducing several significant others. These additions make it a work that is disillusioned with the idea that mere awareness of the horrors to be found in war will leave much of an impact in preventing them. While abundantly cynical, the grim truth the film finds in this reimagined approach is refreshing in the quiet rage that is simmering underneath it. Having been more than a century since the so-called Great War, there is little sense that portrayals of the inhumanity of such conflict have even made a dent in the depravity that drives them. The film takes part in the cinematic dialogue with the legacy of anti-war art and is far less enamored with the promise of visibility about the reality of what wars are actually like will somehow stop them from happening. The crisis it portrays stems not from a lack of information, as those looking down from their safe and toasty towers have plenty of intelligence about what is really going on, but one of nationalist-fueled cruelty. Imaged via Netflix, the film still follows a central character from the novel Paul Bäumer, Felix Kammerer, which tosses him and his fellow young recruits almost immediately into the chaos of the front.